All right, back with another video. You know, I usually make videos like this right before I go to sleep, but it's midday. Midday, and I've been feeling a little bit, thoughtful. Well, not in a way where I'm having a lot of thoughts. So if you didn't know, oh by the way, I'm drinking Americano. No more milk. We're not drinking milk tonight. Oh, right now. Like I don't really like the taste of this. I don't like. I mean, I like drinking americanos, black coffees. I like drinking my drinks very like not super sweet. I don't really like a lot of the sweet drinks. That's why I like preferring. I like black coffee, americano, stuff like that. But I just don't like this one. Um, I just I don't really like the M black. I mean, it's not bad, but I don't really prefer it. But back to the topic. I kind of want to talk about what it's like, what life is like after deleting social media. I've deleted social media. I don't have TikTok. I don't have Instagram anymore. And I'll admit it. In the beginning, I mean, not even beginning, even now, like I haven't had it for a while, and sometimes I get a little bit FOMO. Sometimes I get FOMO. I see a bunch of people. You feel like you're so out of the news. You know, like the next one, the NBA Finals, it's like I don't know what's going on. I don't really see anything else. So I mean, I still have like X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it. I still have it. Like I still keep it for news, but it's not like one of those things where I'm just like I keep scrolling. Well, I mean, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Like I don't really spend time on my phone as I was before. Like before, I would always spend like 6 hours like daily on average, but nowadays it's been like I don't think it has been any higher than 3 hours or four. But you feel, oftentimes you feel FOMO. Like you feel so like I mean, because it makes sense. You don't really know what's going on. Like, so I kind of keep Twitter. I like keeping. I mean, I still find news often on YouTube, and I usually still have YouTube. But it's not the same thing as like. It's not the same thing as recording a video, posting it like how you usually see on TikTok, or you don't really see a lot of people's posts, like people that your friends, family, whatever, or people just mutual, or people, random people that you just follow for no reason. You don't even know them. I mean, you just know all of them, but like you just follow them just cause to have more followers, to do whatever, and you know you just you just see people, right? But the thing is that life after deleting social media, it's kind of nice. I mean, there's always goods and bads because obviously living in a society, we're living in a day and age where social media is a big thing, and the bad negatives is that a lot of people communicate through social media. People spread news on social media, and when you don't have social media, it's like you're not in the loop anymore. Like you don't know what's going on with people's lives. And it's like you want to know. Right? That's the thing I kinda wanted to delete social media. It's like why do I feel the need to know what people are doing? Why do I need to have this urge to understand what's going on with people's lives? Right? That's one thing. But the second one is that I just felt a lot worse. Like it felt sucky. You know? One of the big things is that I see a bunch of people doing so much better than me. And it's not because I'm doing anything wrong. It's not because things just happen. Okay, I think comparing yourself to other people is nonsense. Because people live different lives, people do different things. So me comparing myself to other people, it's like you're just putting yourself in a position where you're just making yourself feel bad about yourself, and you're doing it for no reason. Like there's literally no reason why I should feel bad about myself just because I'm comparing myself to other people who are doing much better than me. Like, it just like it doesn't make sense. I should focus on what I'm doing, focus on what I want to do, because half the time a lot of the things that I see like on social media, I don't want to do it. I don't like that type of lifestyle, but for some reason I feel FOMO. I feel like I should be doing the same thing that these people are doing. And you start to ask yourself like, why am I thinking that way? Why do I feel like this? And it makes no sense. That was another reason. And deleting social media, it's like it's very refreshing. And I like, here's the thing, because I like having my time. I like having like time to literally just know that I have nothing to do. I like that feeling, like I'm not saying they should always stay comfortable, okay? Because having the feeling of not doing anything is a state of being comfortable. And I truly think that you should step out of your comfort zone to improve yourself, in which it's that idea still stands. But sometimes you just, you like to have some things in your life where, you just like doing it, right? You just like doing it. And the thing is that I like having time because I don't like feeling stressed, you know. But the thing is, it's not like I'm sitting there and doing nothing. I'm doing something. Like I'm always constantly doing something, like cleaning, cooking, preparing things, listening to music, downtime, right? Like I like knowing that I don't have to rush anything. And staying off of like social media, it makes me realize how much time I really have in my day. Like I'm not wasting my time just doom scrolling or just like contemplating what people are doing with their lives. I'm in the present moment doing whatever I need to do and I'm focused at it. That's what I mean by I like having time. You know, like especially when I'm at the gym. Sometimes I always feel like I'm rushing my workout sometimes. And one of the big reasons why is because when I'm in between sets and I'm resting, I'm on my phone, right? And boom, 10 minutes, 15 minutes goes by. And I'll admit it, that's pretty annoying, right? Sometimes you just don't watch it. You're tired. Like, because the thing is that I'm always pushing to failure. And I need some time to rest. Like, I need some time to, like, catch my breath to actually push my next set until failure again. But the thing is that sometimes you're just wasting time. Like, there's only a certain amount of time that you need in between sets to feel rested to work onto your next set. But the thing is that sometimes you just go past that because you're scrolling, you don't keep track of time, and then sooner or later you start to realize that you basically just wasted an hour at the gym. And now because you always have something to do, not like people are busy. I'm busy. Sometimes I have to do an appointment, whatever. It doesn't matter what it is, right? Like you have stuff to do and you start to realize like, oh shoot, I'm running out of time. And then what do? You rush your workouts. Now, and I hate that feeling. Like the gym for me is literally like it's my happy place. Okay, I like being at the gym. I like spending time at the gym, and I don't really like wasting it, but I can't help but waste it when I'm so addicted to my phone. So I have to get off it. And nowadays, like like the gym is so much better. Like I feel much more like you know I feel a lot more. And I don't know how to explain. I just feel much better at not being on my phone all the time at the gym. The gym is a lot more enjoyable for me. Like, because the thing is that when I deleted social media, and there are, like I said, there are times where like, because you're not in the loop, you get FOMO sometimes. Like you see a bunch of people going out to places, and it's like, you wish you could do that, right? Because you see everybody doing certain things, right? You see a bunch of people doing things, and when you realize that you are not doing it, it's like you're living your life wrong. Because if everyone's doing that, then there has to be something that they're doing where it's like it's right. So it makes you feel like if you're not doing it, then what are you doing? You're doing something wrong. So I don't, and obviously that's completely stupid because now you're living a life based on other people's standards and not your own. Like the thing is that people should all live life pushing themselves to be much better than they are now, right? But the thing is that you don't have to follow everybody in order to chase that, goal, like pushing yourself to be better than who you are, stepping out of your comfort zone. Like you don't literally have to follow what everybody else is doing in order to do that. But I don't know, that's just me. But the thing is that I deleted social media because I just didn't want to feel much worse. I wanted to feel a lot better. I wanted to have more time. I wanted to like appreciate the world more, be in the moment because when you're scrolling through, you're not really in the moment. So I like being in the moment and scrolling through, and I really like that. But like I said, sometimes it kind of sucks because you see everybody else, living their life on social media, and you just, oh no, I spilled. I mean, basically just mostly just water. Americano is mostly just water and espresso. By the way, I really like especially in the day, like and it's hot. Americanos or any like ice like coffee or with coffee beans. It's literally amazing, beautiful. The taste is, but except this one. This one, I mean, like I said, it's not bad, but there's better taste. But back to what I was saying, you know, and it makes you feel a lot lonely too, being on social media. You know, it's a weird feeling because you see so many couples or so many beautiful girls or guys, depending on who you're attracted to. It's like it makes you feel lonely because you're so I don't know for you. I don't, maybe it's different for you, but you see like either a couple on on social media or you just see a beautiful girl and you're like, how come I don't have a girl like that? How come I'm not in a relationship? So you start feeling a lot lonely because now when you see a when you see those things, it's really hard to not think about whatever you're seeing. And when I see, I don't know, beautiful girl or when I see couples, it's like I can't help but realize the fact that I don't have a girl like that or I'm not in a relationship like that. And it makes you feel pretty lonely, right? And it makes you feel very like it makes you feel worse because you see so many good-looking people, good-looking girls, and it's like that girl's so out of my league, you know. You start thinking I'm not that attractive to have a girl like that. So I'll never be I'll never be in a relationship with a girl like that. And dude, that's such a bad feeling, a bad mentality cuz it's stupid. Like I said, you're just living your life based on other people, and that's completely absurd. Why would you do that? They're not you're not living their life, they're not living your life. So why are you trying to live a life based on other people other than your own? Because the thing is, like, social media, it's made up of people, of course. You see like everybody posts on social media, and you just can't help but just look at it and keep thinking about it and have so many thoughts about it, right? So after deleting social media, I I mean I still feel lonely, of course, because you're single. Sometimes like you have the notion of that there's relationships out there and you understand that you are not in a relationship. So I think it's like kind of inevitable to feel lonely regardless of what you do. But the thing is that when I feel that way, it's like well, it's gonna feel a lot worse if I was on social media. It would feel a lot worse if I was doom scrolling and I just see a bunch of couples, beautiful girls that I cannot be with, or I cannot have the same life as them, and it just makes you feel worse. So even if I was gonna feel lonely without social media, it would make me feel a lot more lonely if I had social media. So either way, it's like damage control, or it's just not as bad. But like being on social media, being off of social media, like life feels a lot more simple, less stressful. Like life is already complicated, life is already stressful as it is, right? But it's like when you've given so much information on your phone, like you see a bunch of people successful, you see so many things on social media, and it just, you start thinking about it and you start applying it into your own life, and you start stressing about a lot of things that don't even matter to you. You just stress about it. That's stupid. That's literally like so dumb. And I hate when I do that. Like I see a bunch of people doing things and it's like, oh my God, how come I'm not doing that? I should be doing that at this age, doing that right now. And you start stressing about it, and it's like, it's ridiculous. Like, why are you stressing about things that don't even apply to you? Right? Like you're not even doing the same thing that they're doing. Like it makes no sense. It's ridiculous, and it's so stupid when I find myself always like, oh my God, dude, I should be doing that. How come I'm not doing that? And you start feeling behind. So when I delete social media, I don't have that. So life just feels a lot more. It's a lot more simple. You know, like it's not as overwhelming, or I don't have as much anxiety as I did before. I mean, maybe it might be different when I start school again, or I start working again. Because like I said, life is gonna get progressively harder. But I just know that being on social media, it low key kind of makes it a little bit worse. You know, like the thing is, like what was nice about me going on social media is that there were some things that were relatable. Some people are literally living the same life as you, and it was nice to see that, like this. But the thing is that it's a lot different when you're on a post like TikTok and Instagram, compared to being on like YouTube like this, because you see, like, okay, like talking like this. Sometimes when I watch videos like what I'm doing right now, like profound pondering, I watch his videos, like having a lengthy video, paying attention, sitting there and paying attention is not the same as like having like a 30-second video, and then as soon as you're done with that 30 seconds, you move on to another video, and then another one and another one. So you're just feeding different types of information, so you're not focused on like one types of video, like profound pondering, but you focus on this video, and then you scroll, and you focus on another video, you scroll, you focus on another video, you scroll, and then you focus on another video, and you scroll, and you're not really focusing on one video at a time. I mean, technically you are, because you're going at each scroll at a time, but then you start scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. Sorry, at a certain period of time, like 30 minutes or so, like you're given so much information in a span of 30 minutes. So it's like you're not really focusing on one video. You're focusing on like multiple videos with multiple topics that vary different types of subjects. Like one's cars, one's K-pop, one's K-dramas, one's like different lifestyles of other people. And then it's like these types of videos that actually help you, right? Like profound pondering, or like Gooby or Doobie, Gooby and Doobie. I mean, I don't think he has a TikTok, but I watch his videos too. Like he's actually very good. But I like watching his videos, especially when I'm like just sitting there in the background, just doing whatever, like washing my car or something like that. I really like watching his videos. But I don't know. That's just me. That's just how it was after deleting social media. Like life just became a little bit more simple, not as stressful, not as like crazy thoughts. Like my mind usually gets mixed up with a bunch of things, and deleting social media, it kind of like narrows down the things that I have to focus on. So it was kind of nice. I mean, like I said, sometimes it varies between people person to person. Some people experience different things, but to be honest with you, like it's only I don't know. I feel a lot better going off social media. I mean, like I said, there's some parts that suck because you feel a little bit FOMO, and you can't really do nothing about it. But then you start you download it again. You download TikTok, Instagram, or whatever social media that you're always on. You download it again, and then you start to realize why you deleted it. Like you start to remember, oh, I deleted it for this reason. So I mean, like I said, like you can take whatever I'm saying, like you can delete social media yourself, or if you have and you just want to hear how it is to see if if it's the same thing as you're experiencing, then that's pretty cool too. But I'm just saying, deleting social media was actually not that bad. It was pretty nice. Life became a lot more simple. But like I said, sometimes you just feel a little bit FOMO, but FOMO comes and goes. But anyways, I really hope that you enjoyed watching me talk or hearing me talk technically. But anyways, I'm gonna catch you on the next video, and I hope I hope that you resolve any issues that you're going at this moment. But anyways, I'm gonna finish my Americano, and I'll catch you on the next video. Peace. Goodbye.